Hi guys, I am Chef Chris. This is Chris and Kai's cooking show, or should I call it Chris Makes a Mess. What's going on today, Chef Chris? Well, we're making chicken tandoori. If you don't know what that is, it's a type of curry. It's supposed to be one of the spicier ones. I'm just gonna throw this out there now that we don't have all the ingredients because Walmart and Hy-Vee did not have everything I needed. So, basically what we have here is our food processor. I've got 3 pounds chicken. The recipe called for chuck roast. You can use chicken. So I'm using chicken because that's what it sounded like would be better. So I got 3 teaspoons of salt. We're just gonna coat these. I've got them in this because what we're doing right now is just the marinade process. So we're just gonna get this salted up. All right. So there's that. So this takes a boatload of stuff. And when I say a boatload, I mean it. So I'm also making doubles. So hopefully the measurements came out right. This is just some vinegar here. It is 7 tablespoons of vinegar. Okay, so I'm confused on where I'm at. That's 14 tablespoons of cinnamon. Sorry, vinegar guys. Let's do this the correct way. 14 tablespoons of vinegar. All right. And here we have brown sugar, ground ginger, and ground cloves. This would totally be a lot better if I just throw everything on the counter and not make it in the food processor. But that's not how we roll. Anyways, ground cloves, ground ginger, and brown sugar. Okay, so get that little mix in there. Next, I have ground turmeric, ground cinnamon, which it asks for cinnamon powder. I don't know if there's a difference, honestly. Hopefully there's not because I want to ruin it. Ground coriander and ground cumin. On a lot of these, it actually asks for you to use the seeds and then, just pound it all together. But I don't have that. I got 10 cloves of garlic. 10 cloves of garlic. All right, so we're doubling this, and that should have been 20 cloves of garlic, which I did not do. So, since I screwed that up, chopped garlic to the rescue. Maybe. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of this in there. The first 10 cloves I put in there, they were pretty big, some of them, so we're gonna call that good right there. All right. Now there's a Camilla, I can't even say it right. There's a pepper that's mostly what they use for this. I didn't have access to that. Couldn't find it. So what I have here is a mix of Asian chilies and some smoked paprika to kind of level it out a little bit. We're hoping that this is good. So I think my food processor is probably not big enough for what I've done here. So I'm supposed to use all of this. I don't think that's gonna work, so. Now this is supposed to be one of the spicier curries. It was not exactly going to be that way, just based on my Asian chilies probably not being as spicy. Definitely smell the cinnamon. Alright. We're just gonna make a total mess out of this. Hopefully not on my new shoes. Alright. If you're wondering where Chef Kai is, he's taking a nap. He'll be here for the second portion of this as I make a mess everywhere. Alright. So, I am kind of thinking maybe, just maybe, I don't need as much water as this recipe calls for. So, we're just gonna go with that. And we're gonna hope I don't screw this up. And we're gonna hope that was chicken and not a giant chunk of garlic. Looked like everything got put together correctly. Take a good look at that, see how that looks. Smells good. Definitely has a strong cinnamon smell. So, that is where we are at, guys, and that's where we're gonna leave it. I will be back in about 2 hours. We'll see you then. Alright guys, we are back. You can see Chef Kai is here. I have roughly 6 tablespoons of ghee, which is a coagulated butter. I think that's what it's called. I've got it melted already. Pretty much melted already when I pulled it out. What we're gonna do here is we've got about 4 tablespoons of ground ginger. For this, it's better to use regular ginger and actually just grate it up yourself nice and finely. It also calls for another 4 cloves of garlic, but since I'm doubling that up, I got about 8. We're just gonna use all of it. Coagulated butter is supposed to be more buttery flavor. Gonna eat that, Chef Kai? Eat your nuggets. So we are gonna put this on a medium high. Cook this for a couple minutes. I also have some tomato paste we're going to be using. And then I've got 4 cups of chicken stock. I actually bought beef stock, but since I'm using chicken, that didn't make any sense. Try to find naan at Walmart. Supposedly they sell it there, but I wasn't about to ask somebody where to find it. So what I have is some pita bread. We're just gonna heat that up. We're gonna try cutting it up with some ghee. It's got some garlic mixed in. Kind of like what we did with the naan, but not naan. I'm hoping it's an easy substitute, and yeah. Got my oven set at 350. It should be heated up here pretty soon. Got my Dutch oven ready to go. Hoping this works out because this marinade was a lot thinner than I had thought it was going to be. Should cook off in the oven. We're going to cook it for about 2 hours. Maybe a little less being it's chicken and not chuck steak. So, we're not doing onions. You can put onions in this. It's a lot of times a full onion can go in here pretty easily. I decided to go without the onion this time. We're just going to heat this up. tablespoons of tomato paste. Stir that in. We're going to cook this about another minute. We've got it set on medium high. It's cooking pretty good. Like I said, this is my first time using ghee, so hopefully it turns out as good as it looks. It honestly just looks like melted butter. Now, got the chicken stock here. Pour a little bit of that in there. Not pouring it all in there because we are using the food processor again, and I don't want to overfill it again. Not at all. Yeah. Kai, hey, sit down, bud. Sit down and eat your food. Okay? You gotta eat your lunch. Oh. Do that. So this is the curry sauce itself. What we made earlier was the curry paste. So, alright, so this is about to get, nope, we don't want to do that anymore. That is a mess. We're going to pour this in here. Probably too much. Let's get this in here. Alright, so, lid. Maybe good enough without it since I used minced garlic. I'm sure you are right. Alright, so. Rid of evidence. I don't want to watch what I'm doing over here with my bread too. Not cooked at all. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. This is our curry sauce. We're going to dump that in here. Let's get this chicken going. Yeah, so that's super thick. Thin, super thin. Sorry, guys. No idea what I'm saying. Anyways, a little quick money shot. We'll go ahead and cover that bad boy up. Let's get it in there. Timer at 200 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes on the timer. Oh, no. Hate this stuff sometimes. Okay, I think we're good. We're just gonna pull this off real quick. heat it up. Chef Kai, you want to sit, bud? Alright, so this is super hot. Yeah, we're just going to try this out real quick, guys.
Go.
Clarified butter. It's not coagulated, by the way. It's clarified. Don't know where I got coagulated at. I could definitely eat that for sure. Not as good as the naan for sure, but it's pretty tasty. Alright, so we got 1 hour and 58 minutes left, guys. We will see you when it's done. Are we not, Chef Kai? Alright guys, we are back and I am just going to pull this stuff out. Unfortunately for me, this gravy is not thickening up. As far as liquids, I doubled the recipe and even used less, so we're gonna go without a thick gravy. Do a nice stir on that. Chicken is definitely done. I was definitely hoping for a much thicker gravy, but we'll call it good. I've got more of these pitas on there. I've already tried some of the chicken. I'm not gonna lie, some of the chicken has a pretty dang good kick. Some of it not feeling kicky at all. So we're just gonna take some of this, maybe a lot of that. All right. Pretty good. Even as thin as the gravy is, it's pretty good. Whew. A little more butter on this. Pretty easy, like I said, these are just Greek pita bread from Walmart. They actually, just a little bit of time heated up and they are so tasty. That's all we got, guys. This has been Chris and Kai's cooking show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. You gotta chow down on that for sure.